In the West, most of the books you read about Africa, they will tell you African people worship the dead. I will say the biggest BS you will ever read on this planet. It is not true. African people do not worship the dead. But first we ask ourselves, who are what we call the ancestors? Who are they? Ancestors are special people. They are special people. And they have crossed over. And in our mind, we call them they are dead. But coming from a Congo culture, I will say the Congo themselves do not call their ancestors the dead ones. And even the word dead is not very often used when somebody is dead. The Congo say, those who are in vacation. The dead are not dead, say the Congo. They went into vacation after living beyond them. Their skinned, empty body. It is like a snake shedding their skin and leave it. The essential part that was inside left. So the same when a person, quote unquote, dies, it is leaving that a box that prevents you to truly understand who you are. Because the only way you understand yourself and try to communicate to other people is the box that you see yourself. But you are not your box. You are more than your box. And we know this is Martha here. Can you stand up, please, my Lord? This is Martha. But believe me, Martha doesn't know herself what we call Martha in her. She doesn't know herself what is Martha. I don't know what we call Martha. You can sit down, my lord. Nobody knows Martha. Nobody will. And how can we prove it? If Martha's body is found on the street, when we see it, we will not say, oh, Martha, what happened to her? We will say, this what? Huh? Was. This was. This was a matter. Nobody has seen someone walking from a dying person by the door. But what is the matter? What is Fu-Kiau? Once it decided to leave, nobody will see it because nobody have known what is Fu-Kiau. Not Fu-Kiau himself. Because what you see is a box. The box can be painted green, yellow, dark, white, red. It is just a box. We don't know our dead, and yet the Congo say they are not dead. They are in vacation, and yet they believe they will come back. Don't we say that in the West? Oh, my lovely mom, you are there waiting for me. And we look there. That again, a big issue. These ancestors are special because when they were here, they did not live the way everyone else lives. And that is what makes these people a special group. That is why they reach that level of being called the ancestors. And now we'll ask ourselves, how these people did grow up in order to be classified in a special group. How did they grow up? How did they behave? How did they eat? What was important to them? These people, we all go through this. We all grow physically, unfortunately, we cannot see the top. We all grow physically up in time. We are born here. You are born here, and you begin your first studies. You look at the face of a mom, because this is the first person close to you after you are born, which is not the case today in the world, and it is unfortunate. I wish I had the power. I could impose in this world a law. Any mother who has a child, if she's working or not, once she has the child, she has to stay at home at least 12 months with the baby, 2-3 years with their full salary. Because today when the child is born today, they stay in the hospital 2 or 3 days, they leave, they go home. They push the mom to tight the breast. Why go back to work? Where the child will go? Huh? To babysitter. Who doesn't know anything about child raising, specifically if it is a young person. But what is worse here is this. The child for his first year will not know the face of the mother or of the father. Because every morning, mom is making the milk that the child will take to the daycare. The child is not looking at the face of mom. After the noon, after work, mama comes home, she's tired. Sometimes she just go to bed. The child doesn't see the face of mom. So whose child, whose face is prominent in the mind of the child? The babysitter. And this is not the person who should play the first educational role to the child. And this child is being raised in a very strange home. So which means that the child will be lacking in a mind this first square in his mind. Because he's not sitting at home and look at the corners of the house. That is the first of his most important geographical lessons. He has to know, oh, on this side there is mom's picture. I see my relatives on this side. On this side, I see all kind of wonderful stuff, objects that my parents buy when they travel. And over there I see a door that leads where we go to eat. He's learning how to move home. And then when he begins to crawl, he will learn why that opening there, where that goes. He learned that. He's missing these pictures in her mind. He's getting outside pictures that will not correlate with his DNA power within the house the child is born in. We said we grow physically and in time, but also we grow worthwhile following that line in the center. We will understand this line only if we are completing each square properly. The closer we are home and understanding home, the better our knowing power is. The farther away we go, the lesser our knowing power becomes. So our child is out before even he knows what he should be knowing. So there is already a void in that child. So these ancestors are people who truly did have the possibilities, the chance of growing three-dimensionally, physically, in time, and worthwhile spiritually. But also, they did grow singing that silent song that mom and dad at home. Either they understand it or not. They will tell themselves they are cutting food. They don't know what they are doing, but they know that is what dad does. That is what mom does. That is cleansing their lungs. That is cleansing their knowing to you or tools. They are preparing their channels to be open, to be ready to learn anything that the universe, that the world is offering them. That was one important stage for what we call the ancestors. And where can we locate them? Where do we locate them? We have the scroll of the humanity, the bond that keeps all the records, be it individual, family, town, country, the whole world. We are here at the present. And we say present because it is a gift. If you do not respect you being here, you have to begin to think now. This is a present to you, a gift. You have to enjoy being here or on the street today. Yesterday is gone. It will not come. Tomorrow we don't know what will happen tonight. Enjoy today. The present, the gift. Ancestors are located in this segment that we call the past. All the ancestors are in this segment. They are not found on the present, although we know the present prepare the ancestors of tomorrow. But we do not find them in the present. None in the future. Because the future is a cloud. We don't know what is coming in the future. Ancestors are in a segment of the past. And because they are in this segment of the past, there are many, many things involved on this segment of the past, as we will see later on about all this issue of the ancestors. On this coil, as an individual, anything we do today, it is tied in a knot, and the more this coil is rolling, and here is hiding it, it goes deeper in the past. Do not let pass your gift, meaning your today. You were at work, you did argue with your colleague at work. Do not go sleep tonight without calling him and say, I'm sorry, I used a loud voice to yell at you. You will be in peace when you see him tomorrow. But if you don't, when you go to your office, the first person you will see in area, it will be him or her. And what will happen to you? The anger you had yesterday will do what? Huh?
Be present.
It will be present, but how present?
It will grow.
Huh?
It will grow.
It will be double. And if you do not deal with that issue the third day, it will be double. And then there will be time, the nature is calling you to go to the bathroom, but because your enemy is in a hallway, you will not go out. And you know what can happen. So do not pass your day, which is your gift. Always before you go to sleep, check that segment of the day. What did I do wrong that can prevent me to grow? Because if you cannot deal with that issue, it will become a knot. Remember what we saw the first picture? The knots? We suffer because of the knot. We tie ourselves unwillingly, not knowing. And you tie that knot, it is there. It will haunt you all your life until you untie it. And in the West, we did not yet discover the process of untying the problems. People who go to the hospital to have all kinds of medications, they are not sick. Their problem is knots. They have to untie those knots that they did tie against their dead mothers, against their dead grandmothers, against their dead great parents. Now they are dead. Who will deal with those knots? You need a specialist who knows how to. Otherwise, you will continue to chew all kinds of pills. And you will never find the cure. Because it is just a knot. And sometimes you have just to learn spoken medicine, words to say. Once you say those words, the knot loosens itself. spoken words. We do not hear this in the West. It is important for us to know this. Nations have to learn to untie knots that separate them. If we can't, we will never stop wars. Until the knots that we did tie, all those people are evil. Those people, no, they do not believe to God. Do you? Because if you do, you will not use that expression for somebody else. So you are the one who do not believe in God. Only the truth. So we have truly to find ourselves through the deepest way for understanding who we are. Now we have seen the ancestors are gone, they are in vacation. They did grow up in a special way. We know they are in a segment of the past on the cosmic scroll of the humanity. But how do we know that this is a specific person went to the group of the ancestors? How do we know it? How many here call the ancestors? Raise your hand. Do you know specifically the ancestors you call? Raise your hand. Well, I think tonight will change our mind. People to become ancestors go through a process the African people call Kotuswa Mu Bu Muda, or Kotuswa Mu Bukulu. And I will use a Western word. The person has to go into the ancestralization. It is only that process that leads someone to enter in that special group of the ancestors. May I have the next picture, please?
I want to go back and go forward.
Back first. Okay. Okay. We have here, that is not the main picture we would like to use, but what I would like to show here is Kinenga, the balance. This is the picture of Kinenga, the balance. Who is balanced? I know I'm not. Because I think I didn't yet reach people should be teaching on this planet, and my time is kicking. This is the balance. Only a child between 0 day to 2 years can be on that perfect balance. But in 3 years, the child will start losing the balance. Because when a mom says, we eat eggs today for breakfast, Mom, I hate you. And that is not a word from the mouth of someone who is in balance. Your child is now signing a contract with you. You taught him that word. If not, he learned it from the daycare where he was being kept. Now your child has signed a contract to start using that expression. He doesn't know I did sign a contract. The same way we tie a knot. You didn't know you tie a knot, but you sign a contract by tying that knot. So only a child below 2 has the perfect balance. So the Bantu people in Africa, and even in many other parts of Africa, when somebody who is old dies, specifically if he was a leader of the community, a healer, a teacher, after he's dead or she's dead, she goes through this process of ancestralization, meaning they will see your balance in your work, in your deeds while you were living here. If they give you 100% for goods and 100% of negativities, they will see what part will win and what part will lose. Many of us have read Egyptology, and we have learned about balance, but we do not understand what those books say about balance. And this will add clarity to that. Next picture, please. Through ancestralization process, there are only 3 possibilities. We know the perfect line for someone who has the mind of a baby. So we let the baby, he does or no, should we cry? Yeah, because we are human, we cry. But he's perfect. He's perfect. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't miss anything, but because we are human, we are attached to them, we cry. We think of them. But they are on that level. That is the first step. These are the people who are perfect. And that is why one of the greatest masters in the world have said, if you cannot become like a child, I'm telling you, you will not enter where? And I wonder where did he learn that? He didn't go to Africa. Of course, we know he went there. That person was talking about this, the balance, which is the first step in the ancestralization, to find out who you are in this community and the world, which means to be on this balance. That is the needle at zero. It doesn't move anywhere, which means you cherish life. You take life seriously. You take life seriously. You cannot hurt life. That is the meaning of balance. You are scared to say a word to insult somebody. And the second step for ancestralization, look here. Either this balance will tilt toward left, and you have a me and a mbote. This is me, the Congo word for evil, negativity. And the mbote is the Congo word for goodness, positivity. When one is in a balance, those two words do not exist. They will not be. When you are in perfect health, you do not know what pain is. So bad, good doesn't exist. So here now look, these ancestors of ours died. Maybe 6 months ago. We invite all people in the village, and the neighbors, they will come in the village. Through this stage, the first thing we do, the accounting. Accounting, which means that the chief of the family will stand up and ask questions. You all and the neighbors who are asking you if there is anyone who owes money to our dead ancestors, come out, tell us how much you owe him, and we'll decide if you will pay it or not, up to you. And two, how many among you know deep in their heart that our ancestor, who's our dead relative, owe you money? People will raise their hands. Those to whom he have owed money, we will count all of those people, take their names, and tell us how much she owns. We will put the total at the table. Now those to whom he had debt, we take the total and we balance the two. He had as a debt $200, and the people who came to borrow money to him by one way or another owe $300. They will pay back that money, and we take the money to pay those to whom he, she owes money. Now the dead person is cleared out by the family. The family will ask the final time, is there anybody who didn't say that he, she owe them money? Silence. Okay? Now agree, our dead person is clear. Now they will fix a time of a celebration of this person. They call it time to tanga. Tanga meaning to dance. And the dance will be tango, which is singular. And from that tanga, which is singular, the plural is matanga. It is from these words, the dance that comes after the death of someone came in the term of tango. The essential here is this. You see the balance have tilted down. What do you say about this person? He is bad. Because what he did in his life weighs so much that the balance did tilt down. So no one in the family, when the libation is done, will call that name. Because to call that person back during the libation, you are doing what? You are wishing his or her energy to come back in the community. So if he was a killer, you are calling a killer to come back in the community. That is why only old people enough are allowed to call a name in libation back home on the continent. They will not allow a young boy to start names because they don't know much about the past, about the history. They don't. It is not because this person was my uncle, my father will call him. No. I have to go with the balance. And on the contrary, if this balance tilt to the right, you see mote, goodness, positivities, weigh so much on the life of that person, which means he was serious about respecting your life and his way of doing. The family will know that this person is joining the special group of the ancestors. And still, after the death of that person, not in 5 years or 10 years, this person will be called ancestor. He is not ancestor yet. He will be respected because he is claimed by the community. But he will not openly be called the ancestors. And these people that we call ancestors have lived their life everywhere on this planet. And we can see it. Can we see the next picture, please? Back, down. Okay. So our ancestors are everywhere on this planet. The scientists are telling us they did a departure from the heart of the continent of Africa to south, north, east, north, to Asia, Siberia, and all the way to China, India, Australia, and to the Americas. So we find our ancestors everywhere. They are there. The human race is a rope on which we all are attached. And on that rope, we have many knots, positive knots as negative knots as well. The human being is not only intended and limited to be on this planet. We are on. We are connected to the entire universe, as we can see it here. We are linked all over the world. You are linked to your parents. Your parents are linked to your great parents. Your great parents are linked to their parents. And all the way down, it is a human bio-rope. It is a human biogenetic rope that goes from where you stand all the way down to the first human being who did appear on this planet rope. So we are linked to them through that rope, but also are linked to our ancestors through rituals. When we dance, when we sing their songs, either we know them or not, we are being linked to them. But also, just by walking where we believe that where they did walk, we feel a presence, very strange presence. I will never forget the first day I went to Louisiana. There is a place called Congo Square, and I was with Danny and Bob. We went to visit there. And what is Congo Square in this continent, in this nation? It is almost nothing. But Congo Square is the first monument of United States of America. That is where the most beautiful, powerful music was born, at the Congo Square. So I went there while my friend was looking, and I think Bob did take pictures also. I did kneel down, and what I felt only my body knows. So visiting where we think our ancestors did walk, in cemeteries, you are stepping on their bones. You feel their presence. And yet today what we do? We go bang all of those bricks on the cemeteries. What are we doing? We are tying knots to ourselves. We will never be forgiven for those knots. Destroy the cemetery where your ancestors are being kept, resting. In the Congo, you are walking in the cemetery, you do not do this. When you are pointing to someone to go, or you are walking to the cemetery, you do not point the fingers to the cemetery. And if you are alone walking inside the forest, you never know, maybe the biggest ancestor who did ever live in your town did walk in that forest. And maybe you are stepping on his step foot. So when you enter to the forest, you walk like a holy person to try to listen if there is any strange voice. Maybe somebody was killed there. He was a very important person. His body, her body did decay inside the forest. His body became the food for you. Because the energy of that body did feed the apples from that forest. It became your food. How can't you be respectful to your ancestors? Their bones became salt. And when people dig the salt, you buy it in a store. Oh, this is salt. I love this salt. Oh, there is a part of the body of your ancestors. How can't you be thankful to the earth that transformed that body to those things? And yet when we wake up, no one, I don't know today in New York, if somebody just step up and say to the earth, thank you for being there. Thank you that you carry me all the time when I walk on your back. We don't. You know what? One day when we wake up, and when you try to step there, stop, don't dare to walk on me. You have been walking on me all of this year. You never say a word to me. Not now. Don't walk on me. What you will say? The earth was made quiet, silent, so that you can live a wonderful life on the planet. Trees were made voiceless. Don't think trees are stupid. They see you, they hear you, they see what you do. But they are silent. They cannot speak. How dare can't we be respectful to all of this? We are a part of the universe. You are the plants. They are you. We exchange the energy. That is learning the power of the ancestors. But also are linked to them to this, what the Congo call my Yudhwa. That word stands for collectively accumulated wealth. There is a wealth we have to dig up which was collected collectively by all those who came before us. And that is why we have to dare to think about our ancestors. I may not be here speaking to you if a group of the ancestors did not create this language you are speaking. The English you are speaking now is not created today. It was created we don't know when. And we use it to pass on what the ancestors have accumulated for us. And all of this can be seen through their teachings. There are many aspects of the teaching of the ancestors. On this ground we can build the best programs for teaching. Collectively accumulated historical wealth. There are many historical information that was left to us. They are collectively accumulated linguistic words. As I said, the language we are speaking here. I could not talk and say what I'm saying if I did not learn the Kikongo language. I could not translate what I'm saying to you. But because I did learn the language, I know what they had. And now, knowing a little bit of your beautiful language, English, I can speak to you and pass this to you as well. But we have also what was collectively accumulated biological wealth. The hair you have. Did exist here somebody have a hair like yours 100 years ago, 2,000 years ago? But much, much more biological wealth. Your genetics. Your genetic wealth. This is a question I ask all the time. Who is below 20 here? Raise your hands. Below 20. No one? That is one thing we have to change in the West. Because a gathering like this, we should have even children. But we do not take children. Okay, I will say, anyone with 21, 22, 23, how old?
22.
22. So a young man here, 22. Is there anyone 60 here? 50? 50s? 60? 1? 60? You are 60. Oh, great. You look great. 70? You are 70?
Over 70.
How old?
71.
71. 71. 71. 73? 74? 75? I am a little bit 75. A little bit more than 75. We say this young man is the youngest in this room. Huh? Who? Oh, we have one. How old are you? 5. Can you show me your fingers? What is 5? Ooh, she's the youngest one. That is what we say. Now I ask you, how many believe that in this room she's the youngest one? Raise your hands. Raise your hands, those who believe she's the youngest one. Okay, now the doubt is coming because it is a question, where this man is leading us. But this is the reality. This is the reality. Because we do not dig up. And because we separate ourselves to each other, we cannot learn what is hidden in other cultures. Archaeologists tell us that the human being did occur on this planet Earth between 7 million years to 1.5 million years. Okay. Let us take just 1 million years and a half. We start at that point. Accordingly to this, your DNA, your biological being, you are not different from the first person who occurred on this planet Earth. Why? Because the energy in you is the combination of the energy of your dad and the mom, right? And your parents got this energy from their dads and the moms. And this is the energy that came 50 years back. and it goes 200 years back, 1,000 years back. The same living energy in you is the same living energy that did exist in the first human being that occurred on this planet. That's why I said if you die here, nobody will know what happened. You are the box. But what is in you is the same to everyone as life is concerned. And as such, my young beautiful sister here, who seemed to have 5 years, she's not 5. She is the same age as you are. So if the first human being did occur on this planet Earth 1.5 million years ago, how old are you? Don't doubt, that is the age you are in. You are 1.5 million years old, because that same energy that did exist inside the first human being is the same energy that continues to be passed down. So why some of us looks old, some other looks young? The same energy, the difference, the boxes. That young lady looks beautiful, very, very energetic, because that body, that box just came freshly from the company that make the box. So we love that box. But this box here, it has been here so many years, being manipulated, putting all kind of stuff, so it ages. Go in your garage, you will see it. The boxes you bought yesterday are beautiful, but the ones you used when you came from, I don't know what town you came from, they are old. But inside of those boxes there is air, and it is the same air. The same air that did exist the first day. It is the same air we see now. So respect the young as the old, because you are equal. Put your box aside if you are willing to see truly who you are. And I think I will have to continue a little bit of that. Wherever life exists or has existed throughout the cosmos, there too we have the presence of our ancestors. Because there is only one living seed, energy, from which we all found our origin. We all found our origin from that seed energy. That picture came from the cover of one of my books, The Universe. We have many planets. There are a few planets that we know because they are too close to us, and some we worship specifically when those who are involved with the astrology, horoscope, those kind of things. How many planets in the horoscope? Huh? 12. I think there is one that was kicked out. But let's see, 12. And again here I will say, that is what we are taught. Those 12 planets has impact on us. It is pure and simple lie. All the stars, all the planets above and below us has impact on us. And each one of these planets, if there is anyone with the presence of life, we have ancestors there too. Why? Because there is only one living seed energy that gave birth to all of this. And we are linked to that same living seed energy. Because we are one, we are our ancestors. Because we are one, we have the obligation to pull in our hands that bio rope that link us to them if we are looking for answers. If we know how to, our issues will be solved. The ancestors are not dead. They are not gone. Their energy is around you. We constantly are being bombarded by that energy. We can listen to it. We can call upon it because it is a living energy, which is that energy we can't see when we die, when it leaves our body. We cannot be unless we are in touch with that energy. We have many well-known ancestors in the world, and the Congo said the oldest ancestor is what? What do you think they say? Huh? Who? Must be a name. Huh? Somebody said it there.
And some.
The what?
The Creator.
The Creator. For the Bantu people, God is our oldest oldest ancestor. Because it is from him or her we are all generated. Mono ingimba. Mono inginga nginga yanginga nginga 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 I am a seed of the seed of a seed of the seed of the seed of a seed of a seed from a seed of the seed within a seed of the seed of a seed. You are not of today. You are not of yesterday. You are not of 100 years ago. You are the living divine energy that did exist from the beginning of time. Thank you for joining me here tonight.
Can we give Dr. Fu-Kiau, Bunseki, another round of applause? This is a full house, and this is how you welcome someone. This is in true African fashion. I think when everyone came in, I don't know how many people signed in. I think everyone signed in. If you did not sign in your email address, please make sure you do that so we can inform you about other programs such as this. On Saturday, we have a program that will, a conversation for our Latin Collectors Festival that will be happening on November 14th. That's a huge festival that we've been doing for the past 6 years to celebrate individuals who've been collecting and preserving Latin and tropical music. So if you want to be a part of that discussion, that will be on this Saturday here at the Caribbean Cultural Center. There is also a book signing called a book reading for the novel Digging Panama Fever, and it was a novel about the individuals, the Caribbean immigrants who went to Panama to work on the Panama Canal. That will be happening here at the Caribbean Cultural Center on Thursday. We also have many other programs coming up, so please visit our website. We would like, if you have the opportunity, you can grab one of these and fill one of these out and let us know, share some of your thoughts about tonight's program. We'll greatly appreciate that, Brother Jeff Gray.
Can I share a poem?
I don't think we have time to share a poem, but I appreciate it though. This brother is from Philadelphia. He works with youth. They've been on HBO, the Youth Poetry Slam. He's doing amazing things. He came up just to see Dr. Fu-Kiau. So there's light refreshments downstairs. We invite you to partake in some of those. And thank you all for coming out. And I hope you have a great week.